The Honourable Member for Rabaul.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to express on behalf of my people of Rabaul District, on behalf of all the people in East New Britain Province, our sincere appreciation for the leadership that this country has been blessed with since maybe before 1964. And officially from 1964 up until independence and until now. We owe it to our leaders in the past. And I have in mind that people like the late Sir Rabaul, the late Sir Mbaki Okuk, Sir John Caputin, former member for Rabaul, my predecessor, Epineriti Timur, late Damien Kerekou. I'm mentioning leaders from my province and also from other provinces that I can recall. But they were very wise leaders. And I really mean that. Because at that time, I was a young man. Already a young man, and I heard of these names. And I read about what they said in the former House of Assembly. And a lot of what they contributed in terms of wisdom, knowledge and wisdom, has transported us since that time until now. Well, until independence, self-government in 1973, and then on to independence in 1975. From 1975, 50 years since then until now. And leaders have changed in those years. They've come and gone. And we appreciate all of that. I rise to express a sincere appreciation of the people of East New Britain Province for the leaders that led us. Leaders in movements like the Harleys, North Bougainville, the Mataungan Association, the Warte, Kivung, and many other pro-independence movements during the colonial era. They were fighting for our independence. They wanted nothing less than independence. And the colonial administration at that time saw the wisdom in what they were fighting for, what they were asking for. And some said, some are still saying, that Papua New Guinea is blessed that we did not attain independence with blood in our hands. Maybe to a greater extent, that is the case. But for us in East New Britain, our people murdered in order to communicate the desire for independence. Iblarim, Sheikh Emmanuel. With hindsight, people I regret him. National independence. Yes, those who perpetrated the willful murder of the then administrator, Sheikh Emmanuel, they served their time in prison. But I appeal to everyone here now. We can see the blessing. You may come inside, yes, you may come about long elections. You may come inside, long them through. Because leadership, we need to understand what political leadership is, what it really means in terms of contributing effectively to the progress of development in this country. We can come inside the parliament, no money. No ka. may come inside. Lord, lead him good, all people believe me. Me plan lo yumi. Me sa fighting brosia. But leadership, this tag leader, you me like grab him long all people. Now put him no bros below you me. It's not that way. No God. You may lead also online leaders below you me in the past. They set a good example for us. You must be behind him, kolosu through footsteps belong all. We lead with respect. We lead with wisdom. Rurulong one man leader. You can think also me come inside the parliament. Na you me grab him this la tag leader. Na me fight him, put him no prosper you me no gap. No gap. Leadership comes not because you yet to put him no prosper you, but the people give it to you. The people pin the tag of leader to you. They follow through their following. Landilo you me. Now you will look him. You may look complain law, electoral commission. How we obtain power from our people. This law instilled divine power belong all people. One man locals who are of voting age. Only got power. It is how we obtain power from them that makes you a leader. Because you come inside, you know, pulling power along all people, look, passing on good. You obtain it in the right way. Now you come inside. And it's not only that time, you could see power along all people. No, you come inside along this house. Come inside along this house. And it is how you use that power in public. Long government, long community, to influence decision making. This is how you mean we need to do it. You don't believe me? Just empower in the wrong way. Come inside, and how will you use that wrongly obtained power rightly in parliament? You yet yourself. You can finish in the wrong way. You come inside, how will you use it? To influence decision making that benefits our people. And by Hadia, I'll say me to finish. It's time you, me, all members of parliament, we must take after our leaders before us. They led with integrity. They led with respect. Nami pala, ulokata. Imi look sabi long this kind style leadership, very quality leadership, Mr. Speaker. Let's aspire and genuinely aspire to their quality of leadership. Now you may celebrating 41 years of the Salah House Parliament. Now, I continue to lament the fact that maybe I'll say this Parliament has no physical history. Because all House of Assembly only know preserve him. We failed. And some of us, leaders now, ought to feel guilty. Because we were involved in the demolition of the preservation of that House of Assembly. We didn't see the historical significance of that House of Assembly. Not preserving that. That was the first house in which all elders, believe me, all leaders in the past, they met and sat and made decisions to benefit you and me now. Now you misalim, you may bagarabi. Now you go there, you see something different. It's not the old House of Assembly where people are you go inside. Still timid, we went in there. We were introduced to that whole House of Assembly. And we saw these esteemed elderly leaders who were there. Many of them. You see, Samia, I always feel ashamed that this parliament, 41 years, does not have a physical history. All rousing finish. Who removed it? Greed removed it. I missed up also now. But me expressing this little appreciation na. Little bell hot to bell heavy. Also me lose him. That's all the House of Assembly. Yeah, you can come here na you me talk. Plan something. Do plan long. Advance him. Development long sila country below. And especially improve the quality of lives of our people. We've got to be in the right position, have the right frame of mind in order to lead this country that is blessed with resources. Like something like talk long before missing down, please. All resources below you me. Yellow floor of parliament in Misami came decision. Let's share our resources equally. There are some provinces, there are some districts that don't have the resources that some of you provinces have. Share him good. NEFC, kisim NEFC, nakamap good pala formula for fair distribution of the economic resources of this country. The economic benefits of this country. I think one time there's a lot, Mr. Speaker. Like talk. Thank you through. The people of Eastern Province only talk. Thank you through. Long all former leaders below you me. Some of them are still alive. They are old. And people are young people. It taking place below all. One time there's a lot. God bless Papua New Guinea.